Welcome to your Inspirational Astrology Horoscope for the weekend of April 4th, 5th, and 6th, 2014. I am Astrologer David Palmer, the Leo King, here to illuminate the collective consciousness. Well, to go deeper into this month, the big cardinal cross, the eclipse energy, you can now download my April 2014 webinar. The link is down below for a 2-hour show you are not going to want to miss. And we are coming into this weekend, we are getting out of that big T-square. That's because we've had the sun highlighting the pressure in the universe. The sun is the projector of this reality. And so in astrology, wherever the sun is at, it's going to highlight where life is at, where consciousness is at. And it's been in the middle of trying to figure out the pressure of change in our life, the new energy to step into, and the expansion, the optimism that can come with all that. So you have had to face this week the reinvention that you must take in your life, the looking into the optimism and to seeing bigger and to seeing at all options. One thing about Sun square Jupiter that we've come out of is like, look at all these options. And then the other half of this is the facing of extreme change and transformation and death and rebirth that we must step into our lives. And we are coming off this energy this weekend. Doesn't mean it's all away, but the sun is done with its highlighting of this. And we can start to really, I think, ponder a lot this weekend, question a lot. The moon is in Gemini for Friday into Saturday with lots of questions, lots to communicate with, especially with Venus finishing off in Aquarius this weekend. Questions in relationships, questions of things that we want to spark up in our life. That there's a lot of angles that we're finishing looking at the things we value. There's a lot of deep curiosity, I think, that we have stepped into. And what is all these things that the universe has highlighted for us this week? And like curious little cats, what do we do with it next? Do we play with this toy? Do we not? What do we do with it all? It will be interesting because the moon will come into Cancer this weekend and it will highlight over Jupiter. And Sunday, there's a gift. There's a gift of really opening up to all the possibilities. And this is also going to be funny because we're going to have Venus slip into Pisces. And this is definitely a shift with our value systems, relationships, and this very powerful touch of the universe coming in, because Venus deals with beauty, it deals with relationships, it deals with value systems. And when it comes into Pisces, it comes into the higher, godly, imaginative vibration. And I think that everything is really shifting for us as a lot of questions Friday, Saturday, a lot of stimulation, a lot of ideas in what we can do with the energy, but it all leads towards this big moment of understanding that I think we have to look at our lives with as the universe is ready to open doors up on Sunday and step into your feelings and how you really feel. I think that our mind will come to a conclusion this weekend of an understanding of what this week has presented us with and a new feeling that we must step into. And it might not be easy, as we might have to open up new comfort zones. We might have to face some sort of confrontations and some sort of relationships and so forth to get what the truth is, to get what we really have been revealed in this last week. And it might not be easy to face the truth in our feelings. It might not be easy this weekend to face the reality of facts that have been presented with us. But what we must face and must be empowered with is it's time to take a direction. It's time to see the truth. It's time for us to really take our lives and understand that there is a path we must step forward in now of extreme change. And the pressure that's building up in the universe of this cardinal cross is here to move you into that extreme change, to move you into the correct self you must be. And more importantly, there is this sense this weekend of looking around all over the place to figure it out and finally, I think, able to anchor in some sort of reality that we can move into at the end of this weekend. There's a lot to ponder. There's a lot to come out of, because this week could have gone so fast and things hit so hard that we need to catch up this weekend. We need to kind of sit in things. And there is some sort of relief, but I think that there's still things to face. You know, the sun is getting ready to make its opposition to Mars this week. We're going to have Mercury come out of Pisces, and Mercury and the moon will square. So there's a lot to question, and there's a lot to try and figure out this weekend. And I think that you have to sort yourself through all these questions and sort yourself through all these thought patterns and all of these feelings, and come out of this with a kind of understanding, forcing with a belief, forcing of a place to aim, and really starting to, I think, get it by Sunday. And if we look at this Mercury-Venus transition that's going to happen, I think that as we come into next week, we become clear on exactly what to do with it, and that's what Monday will be about. And Venus coming into Pisces is definitely kind of an imaginative, adding to the imagination and where this all can all go, especially in what we can manifest, the imagination of the partnerships that are coming in, and the hand of God that can start to really become more powerful by the end of this weekend with Venus coming in here and the moon in Cancer on Jupiter. There could be this real feeling of Sunday as, I see what this is all about. I see where this is all turning. So this is definitely a weekend of contemplation, definitely a weekend of a lot of processing, and it's a weekend of reflection, of a week that brought about an understanding and a conscious awareness of change, but that change will really be tested here in the following weeks as the cardinal cross will hit the exact spot the sun has just highlighted, especially as we come out of the eclipse April 15th and into April 22nd. That week there is definitely going to highlight a lot of this energy of this last week. So the universe is about to make some big shifts in preparation for what all this means. I'd use this weekend to enjoy a little bit of the peace inside, even though it might not be so peaceful inside your thoughts, but the peace that the reality is giving as a big shift will be taking place here to get prepared for the next following weeks. So I hope you're doing wonderful out there. I hope everything is going good. These are definitely empowering times and definitely very, intense times. And I hope that you're finding your inner peace, your inner harmony, because that's part of the work with the North Node in Libra, a Mars retrograde in Libra, that there is peace to be found. And it is based off the actions you take and how correctly that you take them. Check out my website, inclusiveastrology.com, if you have any questions or if you want to have a one-on-one reading. Thank you so much for all of your support, and I will see you on Monday.